everybody. Welcome to the Wild Star Healing Temple with Mary and Kai. Is that better? That's so much better. That was a double intro. We just needed a double intro is what that was.
Yeah.
Well, hey, everybody. I see a lot of people here already. Hey, Laura, Lily, Erin, of course. So, guys, Vivi could not join us today, at least not yet. Vivi got caught up doing some stuff, and I know we all love the beautiful and lovely Viviani, but Erin is rocking it out with us. Don't you fret, my pets. She's got this. She's holding it down. So all of our links are going to be up here at the top of the chat, and just post your questions in all caps so that we can get to you appropriately and make sure that we address your needs. And today, hey, Tina, hey, Elizabeth, hey, Stephanie, hey, everybody. Today we have two very opposing energies in a beautiful way. Where I'm over here with the passion and the fire and the chaos of everything, and Kai is just this beautiful, grounded, shining light, like, ah. But I think the word that they used was reverent.
Reverent, yes.
Reverent. So I want to get in that space for just a second here, and all of you guys just really tap in as if we were all holding hands for a second for a common intention, because our common intention when we come here is love, is health, is healing, is the highest of our ability, the highest of our potential through connecting in love. And so when we set that intention, we're going to just come to the heart space for a second and repeat that intention that we have posted here. In this temple, I am free. I trust in what I cannot see. I dream of love and dream of peace. What I dream, I'll someday be. And this is knowing that when you set your intention, that these are the things that you begin to evolve into. So as we're all connecting here, is there anything you want to say, Kai? Are you ready to kind of get us released and on the same page?
Not much to say today, but would love to guide everybody in a couple rounds of breath work. So if everyone would mind sitting up with your back as aligned as you can get. We're going to be doing 5 breaths where we breathe in through the nose and then out through the mouth. So 5, just very simple, full breaths in, full breaths out. And on the 6th breath, we'll breathe all the way up to the top. We're going to hold it for 7 seconds, and then we'll sigh it out. So we'll do 2 rounds, make it quick so we can get on to the healing, but that way we can all get into a chill, beautiful space together. So on the count of 3, we'll be breathing in through the nose to the bottom of the belly. On 3, 2, 1. Breathe in. Out through the mouth. 2, breathe in. Out through the mouth. 3, breathe in. Four. Last one. And on this one, we hold it at the top. Holding it for 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Sigh it out. Beautiful job. Maybe do a little squirm, roll your shoulders. Take another little deep breath in. And we'll start with round 2 in 3, 2, 1. Breathe in. And out. breathe in. And now 3, breathe in. And out. 4, breathe in. And out. 5, breathe in. And out. And on this one, we hold at the top. Big, deep breath in. Holding it for 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Sigh it out.
Beautiful. Thank you. I like that we did 2 rounds, because the first round, and I've noticed this a lot when we do breath work, is that when I close my eyes and do that first round of breath work with you, I almost always see a visual of a door. Everything's black and there's like this glowing door. But then I know that wasn't uncommon because I'm used to seeing that when I do breath work with you. But then the second round, the door wasn't there anymore and it looked like a glowing light coming from the sky. So it's beautiful. It's almost like that second round opened it.
While the first it. And I think that's breathwork's such a beautiful bridge from earth to spirit, and also for people who have a hard time feeling like they're in their body, that don't necessarily want to work out or do things like that. Breath is a beautiful bridge for that as well. So I love that.
Thanks. All right, everyone. I think we're on the same page. You guys make sure that you get your healing requests in, and let's see who's first. Stepping through healing guidance and energy with me healing. All right, well, we're going to tap in with you, Mary, and all of you guys out there, just put your focus and direct some love energy this way so that we're all focusing together. I will say I'm not immediately drawn to the knee. I'm actually immediately drawn up to the throat or occipital region.
Shut your mouth. I was going to say occipital bone.
So apparently there's something happening there. The knee might be causing some trouble or irritation or pain, so we will make sure to hit that. But I want to go here first and see what that portal is. I'm getting this visual, okay, bear with me, of a person standing holding one end of what looks like a scarf, and this little alien figure standing holding a scarf, but the 2 scarves are tied together in the middle. So to me, this shows a bridging of connection and then also communication. So there's downloads happening right now. There's communication happening from this space.
Yeah, I concur with that completely, because I'm moving what is like some sticky energy, almost like on the inside of the occipital bone. So I'm just removing that right now.
I see a lot of circular activity along the sides of the brain, the 2 hemispheres. And it almost feels like fluid draining a little bit.
And I'm being greeted by a jaguar guide. So I would recommend, if you feel comfortable, just, asking the spirit of the jaguar to come in and guide you for a little bit. It feels like there's something that wants to come through.
And I'm moving a little deeper because once we drained a little bit of fluid here and made that communication more comfortable and you brought in Jaguar, the energy for me just kind of shifted. It was like, don't need you here anymore. So I'm going down.
I'm right here in the lymph jaw area. Seems like there might be some tightness. So maybe if you can like take your thumbs and find a sore point along your jawline at some point today and just put some pressure on it. Maybe do an opening kind of thing to relieve some of the resistance that I'm feeling there. I don't know if you grind your teeth or not, but I was just seeing some tightness.
I don't know what this means to you, but when I dropped further down into your body, there was a little bit of a blockage here-ish. And as I moved that out, it felt like I wasn't getting a visual, but it felt like I was hearing echoes that were saying, it was like a longing feeling of wanting to do something but not really knowing what step to take next or how to do it, is kind of how it felt to me. I don't know if this is stepping through that portal or, feeling like it just felt like there was a really big thought or really big mission or something big that you were wanting to accomplish and not sure how to do it. And when we pulled that energy out, it just became this umbrella that was covering you, and it started informing your body of how you are well. Those are the words they used. But I got the sense that it wasn't about physical wellness, like you are well, but it was a sense of emotional wellness and well-being. And Kai, you said something earlier about the letting go technique.
Oh, yeah. A couple weeks ago, I was letting go of the illusion of control within relationships because it's an illusion at the end of the day. So I put my fists together. I called in inner children, inner adults, and together I explained why we don't want to hold on to the illusion of control because it takes away sovereignty and autonomy from the other person. And my inner children were like, no, yeah, we don't want that. So all together, we went from gripping our fists to letting go. And it was really beautiful because I had this like rainbow light coming out of my hands, like this like freedom. So it was a really beautiful exercise that you can just do simply over and over as much as you need. I've done it a few times.
I love that. Thank you. I'd like
Mm-hmm.
all of us as a group, just for a second, just to do the physical action of that. Like, we're not
Mm-hmm.
going to go into a journey about it, but just holding and then release.
Mm-hmm.
And even just that action brings your whole body from tense to
Mm-hmm.
open and receptive and flowing. I love that.
Mm-hmm.
And that's just what your solar plexus was saying, Mary. So I'm going to follow this energy down a little further, make sure it purges appropriately. There's a little tucked message here. Oh, there's the door again.
Mm-hmm.
And the door is open and I see a cactus. So what I'm hearing is you've already stepped through the door. You've already stepped through the portal. And now you just get to float and receive. So just float on what is happening now. Just receive what's happening because you don't even have it all in your lap yet. Like, you've stepped through already though. Like, you've done that hard work. And the rest is just going to keep cascading in. And all you have to do is just receive that. And that's a very heartfelt message. So now I'm going to go down to your knee and make sure we address that for you.
Yes, and while Mary was doing that, I did something I had not seen before, but I was placing almost like a little electrical currents within your throat chakra. And then those actually opened down into your heart, creating like a much smoother corridor of connection, is the words that I heard, between your heart and your throat.
Now, with the knee specifically, I'm seeing this cord of energy that's actually linking into your low back. And so sometimes knee pain, and I get the sense that there's a lot more to the knee, but something that could help right now is doing some stretches in the hip and in that thigh, leaning into your legs, stretching that side. And that'll help loosen up the muscles around that knee. And that will help relieve some of that tension for now. And I feel complete.
I was just finishing, so yes, I am also complete.
Thank you so much for letting us work with you today, Mary. And you guys just bring your energy back to self, and then we'll focus it on the next person.
Ready to speak. I love that. Mm-hmm.
Why you're tired and have headaches. Hey, Elizabeth. First off, talk about all that astral energy that's going on. This week is the literal planet parade, if you guys did not see, along with all of the other things happening. And right now, your brain literally looks like a mushy hodgepodge of planets. That's what it looks like to me, like boom, 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 all those circles that are in there.
I'm hearing structured water, though. So coconut water, raspberries, blueberries, melon, watermelon, anything like that's going to have some like an aspect of salt and in a watery fruit.
I like that you said that, because right in the core, like in the brain, there was so much happening around the outside, but right in the middle, right in the core, there was like this string that to me looked like water. And so I was also going to say dehydration.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if for what your energy is going through right now, that we're hydrating enough.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's across the board, to be honest. That's a lot of people right now, including myself. I've had to be very conscientious of my water intake. I am also seeing a lot of energy around your third eye. Like that feels like that might be getting an upgrade. And there is what I would like to call gobbledygook that I'm going to get out of there.
Gobbledygook?
I said it yesterday in the client session. I was like, I forgot that's such a good word or phrase.
And it's so funny you said that, because I was working on the third eye, but to me, it looks like a dandelion stem without all the fluffies. And that's just hanging like right on the third eye space. And there's not a whole lot of emotional attachment to it. It feels like maybe at some point there may have been some emotion, but right now it's not. So we just get to remove it and move on, and that's great. And I'm feeling some playful energy coming for you, either now or in your future, but it feels playful. First, it felt playful like with an animal. So I don't know if you have a pet or if you're about to get a pet. Maybe there's puppies or kitties in your future. And then it feels like it moves into friends. So maybe this is working with the animal world and then the people, whatever that looks like for you. But there's lots of fun and play coming your way. Maybe even a beach. Join a drum circle. There is a drum circle on the beach that I see that you can join. So go do that. Like, you need some shaken up inside of your body, and a drum will really work that for you. So in short, what I'm kind of picking up here, besides the little things that we talked about, and even a little bit of electrical energy from the planets, is I feel, oh, okay. And you know who said hello? Old Chester said hello. My ear immediately went, listen to me. So aside from those things going on right now, it does feel like, I don't want to say an upgrade or a level up. It just feels like an integration. Like the energy feels just going do, 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 like this. Like all the layers are kind of melding together and becoming higher vibrating. It's what it feels like to me. So I'm putting a little something at your feet and grounding that in and opening up that crown, and we will be good to go on my end.
I'm literally just putting a protective bubble around you and leaving it at that.
Time to get wild. Okay. Thank you so much for letting us work with you, Elizabeth. And thank you, everybody who was focusing on Elizabeth. And we are ready for our next person. You saw a smiley face. Hello, Laura. How are ya? Good day. A general healing. So everybody just focus your attention on Laura. And let's send lots of love and joy that way while we connect in. I'm immediately being drawn to like the heart and above, whereas the heart and below feel pretty clear. So I'm going to work in that space, and then I'm kind of picking up some stuff around the feet as well. So we'll look there.
I'm in the feet.
Cool. Archangel is immediately popping in too.
Yeah, I tapping in with your energy. I saw rolling green hills and what are the little white daisies?
Her dog's named Daisy. Yeah. Yeah. The Daisy.
There you go.
Say hey, Daisy. And it feels like you're ready for some sort of activation. This angel is here with us, and it feels like there's another DNA or angelic coding activation happening. So just really rest in, let your heart be very, very open while we press those spots and let these angels surround you and activate that right at the heart space. I'm seeing the safe symbol around you, the love symbol.
And I'm seeing like taking like a tennis ball or even like a harder ball than a tennis ball, but like the same size and rolling that on your feet. It feels like there's some things that want to release from the bottom of your feet, which I'm trying to get the energetic side taken care of. But if you can ground it in with the physical side, I think that that would give you a lot of relief. It feels like it's even tied to like some fascia points up in the shoulders.
I swear when you started with the tennis balls, I was about to say, Kai, please disconnect from her dog. Let's work on her. Like let's put our focus. Let's focus here.
But maybe I want to be connected with her dog.
So that activation has happened right at the heart space. It looks like it's turned into a bit like it looks like a bunch of little Merkabas releasing and activating and popping up all over the place. And then now it looks like there's this big diamond right there at the heart space. And I'm getting the sense that this is a lot of balancing clarity, clear thoughts, clear steps forward, a clear path, a clear way, a clear journey. It just feels like clearness, clear in your vocabulary, in your communication, and your expectations, and your desires. Everything just looks clear and open in a very multifaceted way.
But
So
what I'm also hearing, because I'm seeing Saturn like vividly, is like remaining like consistent and disciplined within that clarity to prioritize yourself. Because you know when we open up, sometimes we like to just we like to open. We're helpers. We're kind people, right? But sometimes like there is that level of too much and having those good boundaries. So with Saturn being in my face like that, that's what's making me think of.
That daddy says, do this for you. All right.
Yes.
And I think that's a really good focus for you to have. I'm working at the back of the head now. It looks like there's some energy coming this way rather than up. Beautiful. That just sent a gentleness all the way through the body that I love. And it felt like we were in this fielded space watching birds and trees or something like that. It just felt like a release. Beautiful.
Prioritize your peace.
Mm-hmm. Your peace, all about you, your boundaries, your journey. I'm doing a little bit at the feet for growth and regeneration. And I'm picking up that there is a guide. Again, I'm picking up like astral or alien. And this guide is going to stay with you. It says 1 to 3 days. I know that's very variable. But you will have another presence in your home for the next couple of days. So just be aware of that. And you have a fire in your voice. That's becoming very clear, like a fire coming out of the belly, and it's not meant to be doused or contained. Let that fire be there. You got some things to say, girlfriend? Say them. Say them.
It's almost like I'm installing something to make you hear your guides clearer as of right now, because they have me like cupping your ears. So I don't know if clairaudience is a gift that you desire, but don't be surprised if something comes through.
I feel complete with this. You feel very cushioned and fluffy and lovely with energy all around and colors. So thank you so much, Laura, for letting us connect in with you today. And thanks everyone for supporting her. Hey, Vivi, I see you made it. Hey, Gloria. All right, Ivy Star Flower. Healing on the right side of the body. Well, we know that's your masculine energy, darling. All of that go, go, go and move, move, move.
I'm going to be sending some heat through, and I just had a burp confirmation, so I don't know how much talking I'll be doing.
I'll be honest, your energy field looks completely split in half, and it's not bad. I'll tell you why. It looks like your left side, like your feminine energy, is sitting further back, and the right side, your masculine energy, is further forward, and there's a complete break there. Normally, this would not be ideal. But what I'm picking up about this for you is that you have recently undergone, I'm hearing the word initiation, collaboration, level up. Something has happened recently. I'm seeing a door close. So an ending, 2 endings, 3 endings, 3 endings. And then you've stepped into something really big. And so you're split, like who you once were, what's in the past, the things you've already accomplished is completely done and trying to shed off so that you can step into who you're going to be, the person you're becoming, the person that you are, but in a very expansive way, because it's much bigger than you think it is. Much bigger than you think it is. And all of this, I'm hearing systems, all of the systems that you've been within, that you've been looking to for support, for finances, for protection, for peace, none of those systems can actually prevail or uphold, I'm going to say it, a goddess. Okay, that's the energy I'm seeing. Like, I see this big you energy person just like walking and stomping the heads of everybody just because they're small and in the way. So it's like, let it go, and it's not that you're doing anything wrong. You're not holding on to it. It's just leaving. It's just going away. So you're just moving through that door. You're moving through that open portal.
Take the weight off of your shoulders and stop forcing things. Receive. Because you are worthy of receiving.
Yeah, I see a caping and a crowning coming soon, and just let it be put there. Moving some energy through the spine. I see green light, purple light there. There we go. The top of a mountain. Oh, or pyramid. It could be a pyramid, top of a pyramid. The glow. When I open this space up, I keep seeing this word, but I'm only seeing certain letters and it feels like it's in another language. So just see what this means to you. If you know a word in another language that is like something HOL or some combination of those three letters, I don't know why or what that is, but that's trying to come forward.
I'm being shown volcanic tubes right now, so I think that there's going to be a large release of flow that's going to be happening over the next 2 to 4 weeks is what I'm hearing. And it'll be dense and maybe intense, but very satisfying by the end of it.
And I'm also seeing a communication. This doesn't look like a regular correspondence. It looks like something bigger or more official, or that there's some importance to it. And when that happens, this is going to release. The hip right now, it feels like it's holding a lot, it's balancing a lot. There's multiple layers to that particular issue. Some of it is musculoskeletal, some of it is this splitting that we talked about. Some of it's energetic. But I'm releasing as much as I can of that, and then the rest will kind of sift out on its own as you go through these steps. So you're going to go through a purge. I feel like Kai just said this, but I was tuned in to something else. I think you might have told her that she's going to go through a purge. You know what to do to help move this through, some sort of cleanse. And let yourself just have that cleanse or do that cleanse because it's already coming out. It just kind of needs to be unfurled a little bit. And that will help all of this. I feel complete. Are you complete?
Oh yeah, I was told to get out of there a couple minutes ago.
And I see someone popping in to talk to you, probably through remote viewing. So I'm sure you know who this is. Tell him to mind his own beeswax when you are getting a healing at the healing temple. Okay, girlfriend? Love you. And everybody, thank you for supporting Ivy Starflower during her healing. And also, Laura, to answer your question that you put in here about the other side of the house, I see packing. is what I see there, packing. So that's always a good thing. Okay, so everyone focus here, send lots of love and support. I'm immediately drawn down to the base of that root space right between the hips. And like while I'm clearing that, I hear like baby children like whining or crying or complaining. So this could be some inner child stuff here that's just begging to be heard and seen and loved and validated.
It's feeling like I'm feeling like a push-pull energy, like almost like a going back and forth. They're showing me a nebula. So I don't know if it's like sometimes you feel connected and sometimes you don't, or maybe in your sleep you feel connected, but you're having a hard time bringing it into the daytime. I'm not sure with that. But they're asking me to draw spirals onto your organs and your skin. So that is what I'm going to start doing.
I like that you saw that, because at the moment that you started talking about that, I was seeing these growths coming up from that inner child space. To me, they look kind of like flowers to a certain extent, but they were coming up through the spine and through the body. And it felt like they were waving or shaking like this. And then you saw the nebula, that's the up down thing.
Yeah.
So,
I'm hearing moldavite.
you're neat, sucker. Okay. All right. Well, I'm moving on up. I'm up here. I'm working at the back of the throat first. And this is a simple repair. It feels like there's just a little energetic tear at the back of the throat center, which shows that, and it's not, the tear is somewhat recent, but this is showing me that maybe you have been speaking with clarity and with the things that you want, but maybe you're finding that hard in some moments, not because you're not doing it or because there's something blocking it, but just because some of that energy is leaking out the back at the same time. So we're just doing a simple repair there, not hard to do at all.
And it's feeling like you are carrying some grief in your lungs, whether it's something you're conscious of or not. But there is definitely some energy that is stuck in your lungs, that would love to make an exit. So if you want to just do me a quick solid and take a nice deep breath in so I can loosen this. Hold it at the top. And I'll let you know when to release. Just keep holding for a few more seconds. And breathe it out right here. Beautiful. Maybe even just do some breathwork. Find some videos online. I have a few. I'm about to put out some more. So, but connecting with your breath, because it feels like it could even be parallel life, if I'm honest. But there's grief that wants to be expelled.
And I saw something interesting while the grief was being expelled. It looked like there was a fairly grown portion of you sitting around here waving this white flag, like, please, I've had enough. Please just leave me alone. Let me go. And when I gave that portion the opportunity to release, it sunk back down into that inner child space, and I saw this dragon rise up instead. So if we are neglecting inner child spaces and pushing and fighting super hard with our human senses and our humanness, rather than integrating and focusing inward and allowing our spirit self to guide us in the physical, then we can have that sort of thing happen. And it probably feels very exhausting. So let your dragon guide you. Lead with your dragon. I'd love to put that in some sort of mantra. I don't have anything that rhymes with dragon that means lead, but like lead with your dragon. Okay? Love with your inner child, lead with your dragon. And that heart went and I see lots of green energy now. It feels very safe in that heart space. And I personally feel complete.
Same.
Thank you so much for letting us work on you. And thank you, everyone, for supporting Erin. Hi, Lily. How are you, darling?
Beautiful.
Well, welcome to our channels and the Healing Temple. I think I've seen you around a little bit before. Any pertinent info? I love that sort of communication. Makes me feel real schmatzy when doing energy work. I don't know why an English accent sounds schmancier, but it just simply does.
Well, it did originate there. the language.
I'm immediately drawn to heart space, so that's where I'm starting with you. Okay, and what I'm seeing is very visual. I see a stool. I see a person sitting on the stool. They're wearing the dunce hat. You guys remember those? Maybe not, but like maybe you've seen them. It's some sort of show. Like surely you've seen it.
Yes.
But what this feels like to me is where maybe in the past or even in childhood, maybe we were programmed to feel shame for who we are. But something about the stool is showing me that you're a student. You've already taken the steps that you need to take to change that part of your life. And you're learning, you're absorbing, you're becoming. You have a steady, stable foundation for what you need moving forward. So this is a good sign. And maybe one of the things we're learning how to overcome is internal shame, self-rejection, and low self-worth. Maybe these are things that we're really working towards.
Yeah, to kind of go right into what I was immediately drawn to your third eye and your crown space, and it feels like your mind likes to play tricks on you. And I'm just hearing believe what you feel and what you see. Like you are so much wiser than you give yourself credit for. And I'm seeing what I call them little gremlin energies. They tend to like mess with your mind. A lot of people that overthink have these in their mind area. So if we can, I want to do 2 breaths with you where I guide you to breathe in, and we're going to remove those energies, and then just hold it at the top, and I'll let you know when to release. So on the count of 3, breathing in through the nose. 1, 2, 3. Release here. And going right into another breath. 3, 2, 1. And breathe it out right here. Beautiful.
And now we're going to immediately go into a chant that I'm seeing coming up here. And it's Om Gam Ganapatiye Namaha. Because I'm seeing the Nesh, I'm seeing the Om symbol. So this is something that's just trying to blast out of your body right now. So we'll just chant it 3 times together. Om Gam Ganapatiye Namaha. Om Gam Ganapatiye Namaha. Om Gam Ganapatiye Namaha. And you can continue that on your own if you want to. But your energy is like a galaxy right now. And I see, of the butterflies and the things that you're becoming, I saw the spirit of like a little boy a few minutes ago. So I don't know if this is a son, a grandson, or just some sort of ancestor guide, but it feels like there's an important young boy in your life. And there's no like verbal message, is this sense of love and connection.
And Gaia would like you to connect your womb space to her womb space. Even just setting that intention, taking a moment to put your hands on your womb and saying that out loud or in your head is plenty. And grounding you in.
I feel complete with this while also feeling the need to communicate that there's a message coming up around your dad. It's not clear what that message is, which means that it might not be for a public forum, or it might just be something you already know about. But there's something around your father coming up that needs to be reconciled. Okay.
And I had Anubis come in right at the end. So that might have something to do with it.
Okay. Thank you so much, Lily, for letting us work on you. And thank you, everybody, for supporting this particular healing. Cindy, what's your purpose? Cindy, what's your purpose for being here? That's your theme song for the day.
Disney musicals are vibes.
Complete vibes. So, normally I would say that your purpose, of course, is within you, and it's just your personal alignment, your authentic self in action, and that's something that no one can fully realize for you. But I do feel like there is a message and a high yellow energy there that can be tapped into. So we will look into that.
Follow your joy.
For Kai. Huh?
Follow your joy.
Yeah.
That is the best advice I can give with purpose. What lights you up?
Yeah, and I'm kind of hearing that message too. I'm seeing what to me looks like a volcano, but there's that yellow energy, so like joy, and then it feels like it feels like I'm hearing your internal dialogue, and I hear, what do I want? What do I want? What do I want? Over and over, that's what I keep hearing, because there's something inside of you that's so spacious and open and free. I like travel, photography, like there's so many different elements. And so rather than thinking like I need a mission and I have to nail this down, what you're being told is explore, do things that make you happy, like Kai said. Like, this is your opportunity to expand and to travel and to touch different parts of the world. So let yourself do that. Just the things that light you up, the things you want to do.
I am
Sugar
feeling
cravings.
some like, yeah, I am feeling some like
That's joy right there.
epigenetic. What?
Well, that's joy. Sugar cravings, that's joy.
Oh yeah, for sure. But I am feeling some like epigenetic blockages, if you will. I don't like to say blockages, but like, we do inherit things from our ancestors, unfortunately, into our DNA. So I'm gonna try and release a few of these energies that I'm sensing right now, and I am being drawn to the lower back.
And while she's drawn, what I'm seeing like around your back space specifically is more towards the middle. And I keep seeing the spine do this number. Like that. And this makes me feel like maybe from time to time you're overextending or overgiving or overdoing outside of yourself or for others. Whereas really, your energy wants you to be outside of yourself, wants you to expand and extend and travel, but they want you to do it for you, not for other people. And while giving and being kind and being loving is an amazing thing to do, when your spine energy starts doing this number, you're doing it too much. You're carrying too much. You're bringing on too much weight. There's too much that's not reciprocal in there. So we're going to strengthen that, let that purge out this way. And you already know, like, it's already coming up in your mind, the kinds of things that are just too much that you need to just let go of. Okay, and now I'm seeing spider as a power animal, and black widow specifically. Let in the venom. Don't be afraid of it. Let it in. It's a spirit animal medicine. Because there's something here around being afraid of disconnection, afraid of rejection, afraid of abandonment, afraid of loss. Because as soon as like we started to purge that out, it was like, oh, but I need to support this thing or this person, because what if they're important? There's love there, and that's fine. So just let in this medicine here, because it's teaching you that you can support without overgiving, that you can love and see true meaningful things without overextending, that the things you care about outside of yourself are not at detriment to yourself. So just let that medicine come in, and it'll slowly start working its way through.
And as she was saying that, I went into your sacral chakra and removed a couple energies. But the thing that I am hearing is find your Eden.
Mm-hmm.
Find your Eden. Eden isn't a destination, it is yours. So find your Eden.
Beautiful. And I see that heart expanding a little bit now, even if it's a little sore at first, but it is expanding, and I see some sun starting to come in. So that looks really good. And I'm just going to throw a dollop of energy in there for your sister. Okay.
Find your bliss. Exactly.
And I feel complete, my friend.
Same.
Thank you for letting us work on you, Cindy. I think I saw Gigi pop in for a second too. Hey, girlfriend. No, you were the best. No, you. I think we have time for one more. We've got about 4 minutes left here. Tina, I'm just right here and I just see birds and hummingbirds and things flying. It feels like you have just done an amazing job. It feels like everything here is just open and growing and flying. It's like you've left the nest, you're flying around. It looks good. I see deer, not specifically stag, but deer with horns. And this energy, I'm hearing the word sacredness. Like you're learning the beauty of your particular journey, your particular struggle, and how it has been sacred the whole time, how it's been holy the whole time, how it's been your work in progress the entire time, whether or not anybody else noticed it. I am going to work a little bit at the back of that throat space. And I'm hearing a message that we actually have 2 more who donated. And then after that, we'll shut down the chat if that's okay. But I'm going to go in for you, Tina, and work right at the throat.
I have some Andromedans here with me, and we are going to be working in your DNA.
Yeah.
And I also saw you as like a very much a bridge. A vision my guides gave me a long time ago was like almost like I had bark boots on and I was like on this platform on the treetops, but I also had my wings going into source. So I'm seeing that same energy for you.
And I just saw you blasting off. It really feels like you're in this space now of flying high. Like you got a superhero cape on, you're just moving along, and all of the little things that used to bother you or used to get under your skin or used to make you feel sad or heavy, like you can observe those now, but they don't have the same effect on you because you're realizing that you're working from a completely different plane. Like you are made of completely different stuff. Completely different stuff. You're here just doing the things that you're here to do. And right now, that just looks like being strong, being free, being assertive, and being here for yourself for the first time.
Mm-hmm. I'm hearing this is giving your bones an upgrade.
Congratulations on your new bones and DNA. The wisdom of the bones. And you have a connection to fairies. So maybe explore that come this spring. The equinox is almost here, so some flowers should start blooming sometime soon. This might be a good time to visit with some clover or some daffodils or some tulips or daisies and just let your nature fairy come on out. The dryads, maybe you have some connections with trees.
Very woodland vibes for sure.
Yeah. And mantis beings.
I was gonna say that.
Wow. Mantis beings sure know how to bite the heads off of their lovers. So do
They're
your
also
worst.
very good at upgrades.
Whatever. And this feels good. My last, she said she's here for all of this. She's here for this. My last message, two messages. There's two messages coming through, and then I feel complete with your energy field. One, I'm seeing a boomerang, and it's like all of the wishes and the prayers that you've put out there are going to start coming back and hitting you right now. And then that's where I'm seeing the second message, which is the lotus. And again, that's very much mirroring the message I had before, where the muck and the mud, where you were before and you're up here now, that's what happens to the lotus. That beautiful flower grows out of the mud. So your prayers are being answered. What you've put out and intended is manifesting. So that's the message that I've got. All good. Thank you so much, Tina, for letting me work on you. Thank you.
I'm in the ethers.
You with us? You awake?
I'm here. Sorta.
Well, we've got two more, I believe.
Yes, I'm not sure if the screen name. Donna.
Donna. Is there a Donna? If there is a Donna, please put in the chat who you are, because sometimes your PayPal names do not match your screen names, and we do not know who you are. Bevy.
Isis is already here. I was like, I already felt her.
Isis walks in like, is Bevy here today?
Mm-hmm. Very always.
We have a standing appointment. But I love this for you. I love that that energy comes in for you so frequently.
Every time.
Mm-hmm. I know there's like a lot of different energies around Isis and what she represents. What I've been working with lately is how she's the Egyptian representation of Mother Mary energy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
She's the mother.
Yeah.
She has like other little aspects to her particular archetype, but she is the mother.
Mm-hmm.
And she's protective. And girl, you've got this energy. You have
a healer.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what I'm supposed to bring up, is that like Viviani, you come and hang out with us as healers, but you too are a healer, and there's like some activations that want to really come through.
All right. Well, I'm gonna heal that little heart space that I see going on for you. Boop. And activation.
I'm gonna be going into your palm chakras.
Okay. And then we'll look at activation.
You could even open your palms, Viviani, so I can send this through clearly.
Release that heart. Everything that it's been holding on to doesn't matter. It's gone. Let it go. You're doing what's right for you. You have a journey ahead of you, and it will lead you to success. The Golden City. Okay, DNA activation happening now. Take some deep breaths, really relax your muscles in.
And sit with your doubt. Like, sit with it and tell it that it, you know, it's understandable and you get it, and we know that you got all these whispers of doubt from your ancestors, from your parents, from past relationships. But sitting with your doubt and saying that it does not get to be in the driver's seat anymore seems very important.
And what I'm seeing come forward now with that DNA activation, it's activated, but it's still activating, if that makes sense. Like it's still moving through the body. And I see an elephant coming forward. And it's different than the Ganesh. It's like an animal spirit. I see this big elephant coming forward with this glowing ball of light around its head. And elephants, they're very loyal and very tender, but they are also big energies. Like, I wouldn't want to get in the way of an elephant. You know, they will knock you. And that's what I'm
babies.
seeing.
They're 2 tons, the babies.
Yes, that is ridiculous. That's what I'm seeing, is that each step that you take is effortless for you, that you are a huge energy, that nothing can stop you, nothing can stand in your way, as long as you set your mind to it, as long as you decide that you're taking that step and that nothing can get in your way. So this is all about graceful movement, enlightened movement, and just knowing your strength and your power and your bigness and exactly who you are.
And I'm being reminded that elephants have that beautiful memory where they're very reverent. Well, they'll literally go to like a place where a relative passed years ago, and they'll make a pilgrimage there to honor that relative. So, and it feels like this is about inner versions of you, making that pilgrimage internally to give reverence and honor to the past versions of you that can't come with you on this journey.
That's beautiful and important. The past versions of you that cannot continue on this journey that you are on now. There's a big glowing light here. I feel complete with this.
Yeah, I was like, I can't send her any more energy.
No, you're full. You're definitely full. But just give yourself a few days to integrate that. To just
or
let
weeks.
yourself, yeah, drink lots of water, stay hydrated, ground, and just let it be. Thanks for letting us work on you, Viviani, and thank everyone for supporting her. And I think our last person today is Dawn Glow. I like that. It's like a play on Dawn.
I do too.
I like it. Dawn Glow. And we're connecting in.
Can you take a nice deep breath in through the nose for me, Donna? Hold it for a little bit. And breathe it out right here. There's almost like a spike energy in your heel on your right foot.
So while you're removing a spike energy, I'm putting in a spike energy. I immediately, when I connected in, saw a bee, like a stinging bee at your low back. And I think this is on 2 levels, because on one, I think that there's that sharp energy that Kai was talking about that's moving like from the low back all the way down to the foot. But the other part of this is actually a positive message. Maybe you struggled in the past with feeling unsafe, unsupported, not abundant, maybe just feelings of abundance, which isn't always money. Sometimes it's abundance of joy or abundance of community or abundance of love has been an issue in the past. And now it's like Spirit is trying so hard to just give you that. If you can open yourself to receiving it. There's also something here where you know you want to receive things, but it feels like you kind of keep yourself a little distant, maybe for safety, and that's totally normal and that's okay. But when spirit's trying to give to you, you have to let yourself be open and vulnerable and allow that in, really letting it in so everything can touch your spirit. So just take a deep breath, let go, and just let yourself go with the flow. Let that come in.
And I'm being told to tell you to stretch specifically your lower body, even if it's just lying down. Because it's like they're showing me like you have one leg that's like slightly longer than the other, so maybe even a chiropractor appointment would be good to help make you feel a little better. But it's stretching the low back, the sciatica, and those feel very important, even if it's doing some like cat cow, child's pose, and then laying on your back and pulling your putting one leg over your knee and then pulling it to you, and vice versa.
And I'm picking something up between the heart and the throat where it looks like maybe you're in a moment of your life where there's a lot of reminiscing, maybe looking at where you've been, the things that you've come through, the things you've accomplished. It just looks like looking out over the horizon. And it looks retrospective. And sometimes this can feel sad or heavy, but remember that there's joy and bliss, and let yourself feel accomplished for the things that you've come through as well. And there's also something here around your mom. So I don't know if this is a message from mom, as if you're missing mom a little bit, or if there's some reconciliation with mom. But it does feel like there's a lot of love, a lot of reminiscing, and all of this is exactly where you're meant to be right now. It's perfect, and this is helping set the stable foundation for your movement forward, for where you're going from here. So just be gentle with yourself, be easy with yourself. And if you're not vegan, I'm getting the message, eat more meat, like beef meat specifically. That's helping you ground in to the earth and to those ancestral spaces. While you're building that foundation, your energy needs the extra beef. Beefing up.
And I'm being shown the Sun card in tarot, and I feel that I want to remind you to play.
Mm-hmm.
Inviting your inner children in, doing something like color, even just something very simple, very soft, that used to bring you joy.
Lifelong vegetarian. That's what I was afraid of, because when people get those messages for beef and stuff, almost always they're vegan or vegetarian. Almost always. Do you have any suggestions then, Kai? Or maybe that was a suggestion too. Because when we're trying to get that vibe that's more for the root space, which beef really helps with, so does getting into your body, so does exercise, so does rolling in the dirt, so does going to your inner child. That's what play does too. That whole root space is just about your physical body, your embodiment, your play. Maybe not doing so much in the astral realms or the spiritual realms, but just letting yourself be human.
I'm just hearing iron. So yeah. I'm seeing like lentils or black beans with rice and broccoli. It's just like those are the things I'm seeing. So maybe a meal that's more rooted in that way.
And I feel like I'm just putting one little dot of energy, just like when you're finishing a painting, this one tiny little dot and you're done, right in that third eye space, because you are a dreamer. You, whether you know it or not, you're an artist. And so like so much of your time is spent here in these dream realms, and that's so beautiful. You have a true gift there. You really do. So don't doubt yourself. Don't bash on your creations, whatever that looks like. Just let yourself play and create together. Mm-hmm. And I feel good. Thanks so much, Dawn, for letting us work with you.
Oh my God, happy birthday.
Happy birthday to you. Happy
Cha-cha-cha.
birthday to you. Everyone sing along. Everyone in the chat, sing along. Happy birthday, dear Donna Glow. Happy birthday
Cha-cha-cha.
to you. Thank you so much, everybody, for coming, for being with us. Make sure that you guys bring your energy back to yourself and release everybody else's energy to them. Cleanse your space, wash your hands, drink a huge glass of water, go ground in nature. And anything you want to say, Kai? You got anything going on right now?
No, just thank you all so much. I'm always so honored to be in your energy, and thank you for trusting me in it.
Thank you so much. We love this space that we've created here. It's great. Thank you, everybody. We'll see you next month. And that one, it's always the last Friday of every month at 3 p.m. Eastern. So that's going to be March 27th at 3 p.m. Eastern.